I'm writing this script on September 12, 2021, the 7-year anniversary of the day the Boxtrolls finally aired in theaters in UK back in 2014. It's also the day before our school starts here again in PH, and that sucks. So I figured, I needed to watch this movie again before hell comes back because LAIKA movies are the only things keeping me sane. When my family heard that we're going to watch the Boxtrolls again for like the nth time already, they told me, how many times have we watched this movie? But the look on their faces really stood out for me. They didn't look tired of the movie, they looked disappointed. That word should ring a bell since it's in the title of this video you clicked on. And for this video, I'm going to briefly talk about 2 points. A. That the Boxtrolls isn't bad unlike what 90% of the LAIKA fans say. And B. That the Boxtrolls is disappointing, especially for 90% of the LAIKA fans around the time it was released. For a deeper dive into my personal thoughts about the Boxtrolls, I'd recommend watching my LAIKA Films ranking video because that video really tells you all the goods. The timestamp is in the description, so good luck. But for this video, I'm going to talk about the facts that make the Boxtrolls good. First, the box office money it got. The Boxtrolls is the second highest grossing film in LAIKA's list, earning $108.3 million worldwide, just a smidge higher than its predecessor, Paranorman. While that doesn't affect the majority's opinion about the Boxtrolls, remember that LAIKA is an independent animation studio that honors stop motion. I think to them, a small increase like that is a big win. Besides, they're going to need those extra bucks to promote Kubo, the film that raised LAIKA's critical acclaim. Take note of Kubo's impact on LAIKA because it's going to be important to the second and third points. Second is the Boxtrolls soundtrack composer, Dario Marianelli. His work on both the Boxtrolls and Kubo is amazing. Like I said in my ranking video, Kubo critics praise on the movie's sweeping soundtrack. I'd bet that Travis Knight loved Dario Marianelli's work on the Boxtrolls that he hired him to work for Kubo afterwards. Third, the influence of Eggs on Kubo. Okay, that might sound like it came straight out of headcanon, but in reality, Eggs really did influence Kubo, more specifically with the voice actors. For those of you who don't know, Eggs in the Boxtrolls is voiced by Isaac Hempstead Wright, an actor that plays the role of Bran Stark in the infamous Game of Thrones series. Working for an amazing studio such as LAIKA, Isaac has gushed about the studio to his close co-actors. One actor got really interested in Isaac's descriptions of LAIKA's production process. He's none other than Art Parkinson, who takes the role of Rickon Stark in Game of Thrones. And to the people who have seen Kubo, you'd very much know that Art Parkinson is the voice of Kubo himself. Don't believe me? Here's an interview of Art Parkinson telling how he heard about LAIKA.
What was the first conversation like with Travis about the character, and then about your voice?
Well, I had a huge admiration for the work that LAIKA had done in the past because I'd worked with one actor in particular, Isaac Hempstead Wright, and he'd worked on the Boxtrolls with Travis, and he'd always explained to me whenever we were working on Game of Thrones what it was like, and it was so sort of intriguing to me. So, you know, I wanted to find out as much as possible, and Travis really educated me on the whole sort of procedure that you go through to make a film like this.
And who says that the Boxtrolls brought nothing but shame to LAIKA's reputation? As someone who is a hardcore LAIKA fan over the course of a year, it's really a shame to see a lot of hate thrown towards the Boxtrolls, especially around the time of its release. The Boxtrolls is my favorite movie LAIKA has ever made. My 12-year-old self found my personality in the movie. As I grew up, seeing the backlash on the film really saddens me. The LAIKA fans around this time were probably not very fond of the Boxtrolls because, well, look at it.
He lied to us out to poor Madame Frou-Frou. Snatcher!
There could have been something special, but you've broken our agreement.
Why is he talking like Madame Frou? Oh my God. I regret so much.
That's when it finally clicked. Most of the early LAIKA fans expected dark themes and adult-oriented ideas. To them, a movie about a Tarzan-style fever dream is disappointing to see from a studio that gave them a 150-year-old witch that feeds on children's eyes and an 11-year-old girl who was hanged to her death. By 2014, LAIKA is just a 9-year-old animation studio. Coraline and the Boxtrolls are just 6 years apart. The attention Coraline gave to LAIKA placed a lot of pressure on their next feature films. And that's the important thing to take away here. Most people are expressing their disappointment for the Boxtrolls as hate. When I read those movie reviews and criticisms again, the disappointment over hate idea made sense. Because they're comparing the Boxtrolls to Coraline and Paranorman when the movie is its own thing. They're right, the Boxtrolls will, and never will be, something like Coraline or Paranorman. The Boxtrolls is the Boxtrolls. Despite the movie appealing more to younger audiences, despite the movie's chaos, despite the low scores given by critics, despite what everyone else thinks about it. The movie even explicitly tells us this exact message.
Jeez, hats, boxes. They don't make you. You make you.
With the Boxtrolls, LAIKA Studios tells us they can make a movie about anything they want. And even at the risk of their own reputation, they can be whatever they want to be.